Welcome back to the Plays with Cars YouTube channel and something that's brand new for us, which is a news release or coverage or something like that. But this is too big. We got to talk about this. We do a lot of autocross stuff on this channel. Obviously, we're building the Porsche Boxster for C Street. We've done the National Tour and the National Pro Solo in Packwood, like a how to do a course walk video and stuff like that. So we're all about autocross here. And SCCA is, of course, the main club as far as autocross goes, and everybody else kind of piggybacks off of them. They have announced this new thing called Xtreme Street. And what it is a category that is a catch-all for so many cars that are just super duper modified or not available in the US. This is like huge right here. As far as I know, this is the only SCCA category that allows that. So if you've legally imported a car from, Japan or Australia or something like that, you legally couldn't race it with SCCA. Now you can, and even right-hand drive steering is permitted. So the cars have to be street legal, and the whole big thing is that they have to run a 200 tread wear tire. But otherwise, it's pretty much unrestricted. And I mean, look at this. You can do OE equivalent windshield, but basically it could be Lexan, and the interior can be pretty well stripped out as long as it looks finished. Everything basically can be replaced, modified, relocated. There's a front splitter that you can do that looks huge. And then look at this rear spoiler. Can't extend past the perimeter of the original body, but end plates are allowed. It can extend 10 inches. And then I thought I saw in here you could have two elements. Like, this is nuts. That is so much aero and so much stuff. Wheels, any wheel allowed. So any width, any size, any whatever. The big equalizing factor is this right here. 200 tread wear tires. Those are the same tires we run on the Boxster in C Street. They are a street tire. That's going to basically keep this class from getting too wild. And the other thing is it's not going to be a nationally competed class, meaning even if they run this class at nationals in Nebraska, it's not going to be for a national championship. It's like CAM, but it's kind of CAM for everybody. And it's funny because some of these wordings are like totally taken from CAM, especially this one right here. No race car interiors, please. Like, that's totally from the CAM rulebook. But anyways, the big thing here is there's two classes. There's XSA, which is all-wheel drive, high shadow, for 3,000 pounds, rear-wheel drive 2,750, and front-wheel drive for 2,500. I don't know how I feel about that. 3,000 pounds for all-wheel drive is light. I don't know that 250 pounds on a rear-wheel drive setup is going to be able to box with an all-wheel drive car in autocross at that weight. Interestingly, XSB is even way lighter and does not include all-wheel drive at all. So I don't know if these will end up changing. But yeah, and then this is interesting too. You can do aftermarket blocks, and I mean, this class is crazy. So what does this mean for autocross and for us? Well, we're sticking with C Street. We're still going to do that. We're looking at a national championship class for a reason. As far as other cars to build, I think that this is pretty much going to reduce what CAM is. CAM being so restrictive to the American cars and how they have it kind of weirdly split up between 2-passenger and 4-passenger and old and new. I mean, you might see some guys still playing with that, but I imagine you will see quite a few of those cars jump over into XS. You're going to see all the engine swap stuff come out now. Before they could only play in X prepared, which was sad. You've got all these, LS swap 240s and RX-7s and even Porsche 944s and stuff like that. They're finally going to have a place to play. And I think you're going to see a lot of Miatas and other stuff like that. Really, what this means regionally is all of these guys that would come out to an autocross with a car that they've built, not for autocross. I made it go away. And, get shoved into a prepared class or a modified class because they've got one random little mod that bumps them out of street or street touring or something like that. And then they get frustrated and they go away because, of course, they get smoked by a prepared car. they're going to have a place to play and they're going to really like this. So I can see, like, regionally, all your little local autocrosses, they are going to have a ton of XSA cars. And I think you'll actually see quite a bit of Hondas running an XSB too. There is a lot of lightweight Hondas out there, front wheel drive only, that they don't want to run street touring. They don't want to run that kind of stuff. And SMF has kind of been hit and miss. Plus the whole race tire thing. I mean, the big thing about this is it's street tires. These are guys with street cars. They don't have a truck. They don't have a trailer. They don't want to tow anywhere. They don't want to bring 4 giant Hoosiers with them when they go to a track. They want to drive there on their street tires, run their car, and drive home like what we do. And so I see a lot of good stuff in this class. I'm really excited for it. I'm already starting to think about cars to build. One super interesting thing is they have this excluded list here that's really hilarious. If you see this, all Porsche 911s with liquid-cooled engines. So air-cooled are okay. So, build your 993. For GT, but not GT40 or Cobra or Cobra Daytona. So, that's kind of interesting. No McLarens, no Lamborghinis, no Ferraris, no Audi R8, no NSX, which is kind of like the new NSX I could see, but the old one, really? But look at all the stuff that's not on there, right? Like, obviously, really obscure stuff like an AMX3 doesn't need to be listed when there's only 7 of them, but there are tons of other mid-engine cars. Pantera, hell, Boxster Cayman. Why not build a Cayman for this? Oh my gosh, you could build a Cayman at, what was the weight for a rear-wheel drive? 2750? That's easy. Shoot, I mean, our Boxster weighs, 2950, and it doesn't have any kind of lightning work done. You could easily get a Cayman at 2750 and just go pounce with this with tons of aero. Yeah, so there is definitely some excitement here for all sorts of crazy stuff that you could build for this class and be really, really, really cool. So I'm going to have to go buy some magnets that say XSA and just start assuming that everything I own is going to eventually end up in this class. So that's kind of the lowdown on the new SCCA Xtreme Street category. If you guys haven't checked it out yet, on Facebook there is there's an actual group called Xtreme Street, somewhere around here. I had it up right here. SCCA Xtreme Street Solo Class. You want to hit those guys up and join them. They've got the name wrong right now. They've got to wait another couple of days to make the X big, but you should definitely consider joining these guys if this is something that you are looking at wanting to do. So anyways, that is the new SCCA class, the big news for autocross. Hit the like button and the subscribe button if you liked this one. Let me know if you guys like this kind of stuff, this autocross talk. We could definitely do more of this. There is a lot going on right now. We can talk about the new pro solo format and all the changes to the national schedule and all sorts of stuff. So if this is the kind of thing that floats your boat, let me know and we'll make more of it. Until next time, this has been the Plays with Cars YouTube channel.